Are we being for real? Hold on, finally! I've never been happier to hear that jingle in my life! I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! I'm pulling all the stops and running every red light, bro. Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. What just happened? No! What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are back with more Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright trilogy. Now before we get into that, let me ask you a question. Have you drank water? Don't lie. Don't lie. Take a sip of water. Take a sip of water. I just sprayed some on myself. Have some water. Jokes aside, it really is hot out here, so make sure you're staying properly hydrated. But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing in Ace Attorney today. So last time we ended up stalling for just enough time to be able to get Gumshoe on the scene of the very big circus and hopefully close in on the killer's location to help us get Maya so we can finally get this guilty verdict put on guard. Now, I guess the only question really is, how long is this going to take? Will we be able to get the guilty verdict? And what's gonna happen to Maya? I guess that's technically 3 questions, but we're just gonna have to play and find out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. Let's get into it. Court will now reconvene. So yeah, we were technically in the middle of a trial, but like it was like in a weird spot where I was already playing for like almost 2 hours and they were expecting me to play a little more. I'm gonna be upset if they make me play like 10 minutes of this and then they stop. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to the client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Okay, again, because yeah, that's right, we're accusing her of having done it. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You've seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? All right. Why? Why does she know about the bear? Because she was in the room. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. Oh! At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Okay, so Adrian has the download on what's up with this bear, so it's actually a puzzle piece. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, isn't it? Is it? Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Looks like there really was something to that bear after all. Okay. Now, what's in it? Is it just going to be the recording? Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. Okay, how do you know this? A puzzle? That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you can take it apart, and how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh, this is the most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Oh my gosh, is that him playing with it? Bruh. He can't figure it out. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. Okay. I think he's lost it. He lost it a long time ago. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? It's in a small cavity, just enough to fit a small item. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? Literally, huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you. That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You can't really tell. Oops, I had to press that. So who exactly knew how to solve the puzzle? Only the 2 of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country. But this looks like it could be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get what's inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Okay? Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. On Guard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now. Figuring updated in that. But is that technically true? Because like if Juan had tried to open the puzzle box at some point, or the bear at some point, and the dead killer, well, I don't know. They put that camera in like right before the murder, so probably not. Yeah, they probably wouldn't have seen it unless they interacted with it during that time period. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we're going to find out next. Witness. Yes? You're the only one who can open this. Please. Okay. Open the bear then. I'm not afraid. There's a painful silence taking over the courtroom. Like, all this ominous air right now, what am I supposed to feel? All eyes are on Miss Andrews. And now, she solves the puzzle and takes it apart. Click. I've opened it. Screenshot time. Nope. You're gonna tell me what's in it. This is what you wanted? What is that? It looks like no, is that her suicide note? Did they actually put that in there? I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. Whoa, the suicide note. The suicide note left by Juan Carritta's former manager, Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Carritta himself. Oh snap! It seems Celeste Impacts had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left before she committed suicide. Order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edwards' pace, so now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right, at least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it's only appropriate the contents of this note be known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it, and I was going to burn it for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Stand on business. Mr. Honor, Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her, about being used and then thrown away by On Guard, about being engaged to Carritta and On Guard's role in destroying that, and about how she decided in her despair to end it all. Dang. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. Is that really a way to like talk? Like that's the sentence opener after reading all that? There's only one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. On Guard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the damn it, I messed up. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word! Madame Guard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost! Okay, now we have the note. Where are we going? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm like, I know it might not seem like I'm super enthusiastic right now. It's because I really don't know where we're going with this. Because like, I feel like at this point we're just tying up a couple of loose ends. Like everything that really needs to be said are kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's just going at its own pace. Nothing wrong with it, I get it. But it's just, you know, it's going through the motions right now. You know, okay, yeah. I kind of figured we'd end up finding the note eventually. I kind of found out we were gonna like have some additional details to go over before they found Maya. So I mean, it's not like it's anything new. Like I said, I'm not trying to like be a Debbie Downer or anything like that. It's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. There is no room for doubt here. Mr. the Killer's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. Like right now, I feel like all we're doing is kind of like making it a bit more trivial to figure out how we're gonna like pin this on guard, and also figure out how the heck to go about that while I'm being the person defending him. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of the situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry! The suicide note for the figurine. Which one should I pursue? Save real quick. Let's do the figurine. Suicide note's a bit too definitive. Please, wait, Your Honor. I feel like the figurine has a little bit more ambiguity to it. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Coretta. At the request of his client, of course. So what's your point, Mr. Wright? I don't think it's possible that Mr. the Killer's client was mad on guard. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. You can't tell by just looking at it that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt on guard thought that the note was inside this bear are 0 to none. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there is no reason why Mr. On Guard would ever want a jewelry box like this. Okay. Order! 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 You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. Or I think he believes differently. Oh, there goes the bow. It's over. We're cooked. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more to spare upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. Dang, I said this. I said this. I literally said, what if bro had a camera, or what if bro's camera picked that up? What is that? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Man on guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, Juan Coretta, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt on guard. Yeah, we know. We know. I said this earlier. I didn't think it would come up though in this way. Order! Order! Hey, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch, using this, Gumshoe's bug sweeper. Dang, you're using my whole tool set. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matt on Guard's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On Guard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, what is he thinking? Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop, don't look at him. All right, who talks like this? Who talks like this? First of all, the way he's sweating. All right, relax. Phoenix. Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're gonna do next yet? What I'm gonna do next is running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth was very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate? I really would hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Alright, I think this time we finally have to understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Can I figure out what it is that that still needs to be looked into? Or should I just let it go? I don't know, brother. I have an objection, Your Honor. Here he goes. Here he goes with this. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? Mia, you're giving me advice. Yo, like, let me handle it. So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me just save before I let him know how close he was. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. The note, maybe? Ooh, set the recorded victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour. Was running at the time of the murder. The bear, receipt, Celeste, the bear. Is it the note? That's his Miss Impact suicide note, right? Who knows? Okay, so now we're gonna go at the angle that we don't know if this was. I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago, which means the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh, so as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that has yet to even be remotely confirmed. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be... What? Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Mr. Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. On Guard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. Hold on a minute. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could have solved the puzzle is the witness herself. Hey, that is a good point. Yo, Phoenix's like defense skills come out in the craziest way sometimes, and like the fact that we're having to defend a murderer, bro. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so that you could use it to frame Matt on Guard. I did no such thing. Right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Yeah, we're going at it right now, I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defense stated. The handwriting is yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is upon. All right, y'all. I am. This is getting a little drawn out. I need Gumshoe to hit me up. I need him to hit me up before I just walk out of this courtroom and let bro have it. Impossible. That's impossible. What am I hearing right now? What is this? Is that the crowd? A demonic ass crowd. This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate handwriting analysis, proving that On Guard is guilty. Look, oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry, that got truncated. Truncated as in split up because of the change in dialogue. I'm sorry. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty! 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 Yo, this mumbling, grumbling, and jumbling, nah, bro. I can't do it. I don't know what that noise was, but are we being for real? Hold on, finally! I've never been happier to hear that jingle in my life! What does that sound? It's Gumshoe! Hello? Gumshoe! What's with him? What's with that side? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. Oh, brother! What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was someone to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what is going on? We found his hideout, pal, but the two of them are already gone. This is terrible. I'm gonna keep looking for him, pal. Don't you worry. I need a little more time. No. I physically... Listen. I physically can't do this. I cannot do this. But don't tell me we don't. We don't have any more. Oh my gosh. And here we go again with the chanting, bro. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't... For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after... Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Bro, they had a whole little animation for the little square item going like that. Okay, all right. Mr. Edgeworth, please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying... Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend the proceedings until tomorrow. This time, I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day.
Objection!
What? I can't. What? What? Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Miss Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for the day and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. Please be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. March 23rd, 2:04 p.m. Right, well, what's going on with Maya's situation? To kill her, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time. Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and has rushed to get away. A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence? I thought you'd ask, pal. I got the things he left with me right now and I'm on my way over. What does it matter? We don't have Maya, so if we get him convicted, Maya's freaking dead. That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my Uncle Junk car, I'll say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get in here in one piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! I'm pulling all the stops and running every red light, bro. Items up by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. What just happened? What was that? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me! No one can stop me. Huh? What just happened to my boy? What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. No! I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We gotta hurry and call for help. We have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a good patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No, we can't let that happen! Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we still stand a chance. Didn't he have that... Oh, why? Why did Gumshoe have to go and get into an accident now? Bro, I like how there's like no sympathy for this guy just wrecking his car. There is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's right, there is a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Gumshoe's through this. Where Gumshoe is through this. We can find out through... Did he have the camera? Footage by the spy camera. I actually don't know. I'm trying to find it, bro. What? Did he have the camera on him? Right, we're in... Okay, my fault. My fault, my fault, my fault. Why are we still talking about it then? Are you serious? Is that really the end for that? Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna end that there, but I'm gonna turn this on again tomorrow. It's 26 minutes. This will be a nice little short bite-sized video. Put something out there for the Justice for All fans, and then we'll get back to it right away. And then I just want to be done with this case because at this point we're kind of it's just going too long. Yo, I hope my boy Gumshoe is okay, but what the heck? Really? An accident right now? I feel like that is such a crazy way to end that whole thing. Like, dang, bro. I think it's just like one of those things where we just gotta play it out as we have been, or they're gonna have to play it out like they have been. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. I'm sorry this is a little bit short. I'm trying to get videos out a little bit quicker, and this is one way to do that. And it's a perfect place to stop because this will probably go on for another 30 minutes otherwise. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here for the day. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Also, make sure that you join the Discord if you want to talk about this game and the other games that you may want me to play, or want to talk about, you know, anything like anime, movies, TV, real life stuff. Hey man, come join the Discord and we'll have just a nice conversation. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road so I can get to editing this video and then jumping straight into the very next one. I appreciate y'all's time, and as always, I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace, y'all.
The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned